In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the new multi-user functionality in KashFlow. Firstly, to set up an additional user, you just need to click on the Settings menu on the left-hand side of the screen. Once in the Settings menu, you'll see under the Your Account section, there's an option to add in additional users. When you click into here, you will see all the additional users that have been set up on the system. You can see the name, their username, their role, and the status, whether they've been active or disabled. You can amend some of the details on existing users just by clicking into their account. In here, you can change their name, you can change their email address, and you can change their role. We have various roles in the system. You have a master admin who has full access to all areas with no restrictions. We have a standard role, which is full access to all areas again, with no restrictions except the user is unable to manage additional users. You have a basic role, which has access to everything in the system, but does not have access to the bank area, or they be able to set up additional users. We have a sales role, who has access to customers, quotes and invoices, but they're not able to add sources, projects, add nominal codes in the chart of accounts or manage stock. And then we also have a purchasing role who will have the access to suppliers and purchases, but again they're not able to add in projects or add nominal codes to the chart of accounts. If you make any changes to these roles, just make the change and hit the update button. You do also have the option next to an active user just to disable their access on the top right hand side of the screen. To add in a new user, just click the Create button in the top right hand side. All you need to do is type in a name within here, type in a username, and put in an email address. You can then select their role. I'm just going to select Sales, and then hit the Create button. That account has now been created. For more information on these roles and permissions, if you click the hyperlink saying Article at the top of the screen, that will take you through to the knowledge base. Now, once the account has been set up for the additional user, they will receive an email notification. We can see here on the email notification, the email has come through to me as an invitation to join the KashFlow account within here, and we've just got the details around that here. To activate and confirm your email address, all I need to do is click on the Here option, which is the hyperlink, and once that is clicked, that will take the user through to create their own password. They confirm the password, type in a memorable word, and confirm that here. Once they've created their password and memorable word, they can just go to Login, and that will take them through to their account. They can read the terms and conditions and just click to agree and click OK. We can now see on the front dashboard, I can only see the sales relative information in here. So as it stands in this particular account, I can have a look at the income by source. We've then got the option on the left hand side, and because I've been set up as sales only, I've got access to all of the customers. I can create quotes and manage quotes, and I create and manage invoices. If we go into the reporting module on the left hand side, we can see the reports that have been allocated to me. As a favourite is the aged debtors report. If we click on business, there's a handful of reports, but a lot of these have been taken out, i.e. I don't have a trial balance, a balance sheet, company P&L, or anything like that. It's only specific reports that can help me do my job within here. If I go to tax, I can see an EC sales, non-EC sales lists, and again, if we go into sales, I've got various income reports from here as well. If I go to invoices and just create a new invoice from here, I'm just going to add in some information into the invoice itself, just for £500 here. And if I hit save, that invoice has now been saved in the system. When I've finished creating invoices, I can just log out of my particular account. What happens now is when the main user logs into their account, if we go through to the reporting section on the left hand side and go through to the financial, if we go through to the business report and have a look at the audit trail, if we generate the audit trail report, we'll be able to see in here that that invoice has been created, and on the right hand side you can now see the username within here. Once this goes live, if you're logging into the account through KashFlow Connect, as in you are the accountant role, you will see on the user, the right hand side will say accountant, so you can see exactly who has amended and changed any transactions within the system. On the left hand side of the screen, some other changes we'll notice. On the bottom left hand side we can now see company details, so we can see the profile for the client. I can just be clicked into here and we see the profile we're logged in as. Again, I can change the email and the name. We can change the password and the memorable word from here. And if we click on company details, that will just take us through to the company's details section. So we have a direct link from there, which makes it clear to differentiate between the two things from there. So that's how easy it is to set up and manage additional users within KashFlow, and how the audit trail will identify who has made the changes within the system. For any more questions on this, please contact support.